G'day guys, Nate here, coming at you with a bit of a different video for the channel as we start 2026. This video is just my brief thoughts on the recent documentary on 7 Plus, Collingwood from the Inside. There's been previous documentaries on Collingwood in previous years, Collingwood from the Inside Out. That was released in 2019, that covered Collingwood's 2018 season. Take the Steps, that was released early January 2024, before the season began, looking at Collingwood's grand final run, winning the flag in 2023. Collingwood from the Inside covers Collingwood's entire 2025 season, the pre-season all the way through. It's a three-part series. It goes for two or just over 2 hours. They're about 42 minutes each episode. If you include ads, this pushes it out to 3 hours. Unfortunately, that's the biggest letdown, I think, from this three-part documentary series. In comparison to the Giants documentary, I mean, the Collingwood documentary is here. The Giants documentary is up there. That's just can't compete with that. I'm going to show you my DVDs of these. So Collingwood from the Inside Out. That covered four key characters: Nathan Buckley, Brodie Grundy, Adam Treloar, and Jared Blair. I I have a soft spot for this one, 2018, because I think the timing of these documentaries make it a little bit better. From the Inside Out, that was our 2018 grand final. Less said about the actual grand final, the better, but the entire 2018 season. More in depth on, again, Nathan Buckley, Adam Treloar, Brodie Grundy, and Jared Blair. I learned the most from the Inside Out. I didn't know about Adam Treloar's mental health struggles. I didn't know much about Brodie Grundy. Jared Blair was struggling to get AFL games, out of contract, and becoming a father as well. And Nathan Buckley, his philosophy, his attitude changes as a coach, went from a non-finalist for 4 seasons all the way through to the grand final. What could have been to win a flag in 2018 would have made that documentary a little bit better, but better insights on those characters. Take the Steps, DVD there, Blu-ray as well, a little bit better. I saw the launch of this at Hoyt's, VIP entry and whatnot. It was a late night screening, early February 2024. It's good, but compared to From the Inside Out and also for From the Inside, it's lucky that it covered our flag. And it also, again, four key characters: Craig McRae, Darcy Moore, Nick Dacos in his recovery from that leg injury, and Scott Pendlebury, because you need Scott Pendlebury because he's the GOAT. But it goes from an overview of Collingwood and also our pre-season and just early season form, and goes straight through to the final series. So it was a very in-depth look at our final series. But if we don't win the flag in 2023, then this sort of documentary probably doesn't hit home as much. And From the Inside covers Collingwood's 2025 season. But the difference here compared to Take the Steps and From the Inside Out, I have to clear that up, is this covers the team more in depth. Certain players now, again, the previous documentaries have a look into four key characters. This, From the Inside, it's not four key characters. There's multiple players covered, Craig McRae as well. And it's not in depth per se in terms of the time included on these players or characters, but brief overview. And this documentary covers these players very well and also shines a light on our entire season. Episode 1 goes from pre-season, opening round, all the way through to round 7. Episode 2 goes from round 8 through to round 17. Bit of a good timing, I reckon. Episode 1, opening round loss through to round 7, the undefeated run. Episode 2, round 8, undefeated run, all the way through to episode or round 17. Episode 3 is the one that leaves this documentary leaving a lot to be desired in terms of our run. Uh, Round 18 through to our preliminary final loss. So quite a few losses to go through. And it does cover pretty decently in depth our fall in 2025. Another theme as well for Collingwood is the 14 wins mantra. We get to 14 wins, we get to celebrate the wins, which is fair enough. I like us celebrating each win. Take the Steps, each win, we would spray paint a step on the ladder. We got the 14 wins, and then, yeah, like just, yeah. This one, 14 wins. We climbed Mount Buller in pre-season, so every win we celebrated, put on the ski goggles, the flakes, the snowflakes, or whatever, spraying that around, making kids cry. We get the 14 wins, and this happened in 2023, and it happened last year. We got the 14 wins, and then our momentum just stopped. Like 2023, we got the 14 wins. We beat Port Adelaide, 15 wins, and then we lost 3 of the next 5 home and away games. Last year, we get the 14 wins. We lose 5 of the next 7 So yeah, I'm not a fan of this get the 14 wins and like celebrate there. We've made finals because there was a mathematical possibility from 15 wins we could have missed finals last year. And that was after getting smacked by Hawthorn. So I don't know, just for me at least, I'd like to just win as many games as possible, go through the entire season undefeated. 14 wins, keep on pushing. New goals, I reckon. Just yeah, not a fan of getting the 14 wins, but it's Craig McRae's mantra. The players buy into it. But as a maybe not as a fan, but I speak for myself absolutely on this one. Just 14 wins, great, but that's the floor. Let's push on from there. New goals. Get the fucking premiership. But episode one, the players involved, it covered Craig McRae, the coach, Perryman coming in from GWS, Dan Houston coming in from Port Adelaide. Braden Maynard featured in episode one and episode three. Episode one was before he signed or stayed at Collingwood. Episode three was in the latter part of the season, but he had already signed after the North Melbourne game. But it also covered him, just his reactions and his thoughts on being a one club player. Jamie Elliott, brief overview there as well. Not to mention as well the two super fans, the one in the cheer squad and the other one who is a Collingwood supporter, but she's a Jamie Elliott super fan. Uh, just when I think I'm a die-hard Collingwood supporter, I see other Collingwood supporters and it just puts me to shame. Like I don't have that super fandom for a player or anything like that. I mean, you see the background, the bobbleheads and everything like that. I've shown you on Instagram my memorabilia. I've got at the moment everything else is in storage, but my goodness, well, that's little compared to the super fans. Scott Pendlebury still side bottom mentioned together. That was them breaking the AFL record for most games played as teammates against the Dogs. And there was also a good little segment on our 1 to 4 year players. Jacob Ryan is a weird unit. That's all I got from that, unfortunately. But episode one, I noticed compared to episode two and episode three, not much narration in episode two and three. I wasn't a fan of the narrator for this one. It doesn't stick in these sort of documentaries. It's nice to cover certain key events and whatnot and then shine a light on the player involved. But the narration after episode one, I think they realized as well, not good narrating. So let's just keep it at a bare minimum for the next two episodes. Episode two covered round 8 to round 17. Jack Crisp breaking the VFL AFL record for most games played consecutively. Tom Mitchell, Bo McCreary, Billy Frampton, Framptonelli Pizza. Just on that, Framptonelli Pizza, from what I saw of it, it's simple, but gets the job done. And that's Billy Frampton right there. Oleg Markov, I said on Instagram, I wanted to see footage of him getting the late call up while eating a Bunnings snag. Wasn't to be. He told the story he was holding on to certain products and paying for it while he was getting the call, so he couldn't physically answer the phone during it. Will Hayes making his debut, the viral clip of him being selected in the national draft, that's in there as well. Lockie Schultz, probably my favourite, I guess, coverage of any player in episode two was Lockie Schultz. He didn't have a good 2024. He was honest about that. His perspective changed in 2025, and it resulted in him having returned to form, maybe a career best year or equal with his Freo best. But 2026 has all the opportunities to have a career best year overall. And hopefully, we see that at Collingwood for Lockie Schultz. And also Charlie West and other youngsters also mentioned. It's again, you see it after episode two. For me, at least, I noticed just how good the coverage was of certain players. Not in depth too much, but enough coverage, and it told a good story right there after episode two. We got the 14 wins after smacking Carlton, and then it was all downhill. Episode three, the one for me that leaves a lot to be desired, and it could have pushed this documentary up to another level if we won the flag or made the grand final. Round 18 to the prelim final, downhill skiers from there. Craig McRae wasn't even a spray, but you see the brief footage of him yelling at his players, getting them riled up, I guess. Braden Maynard staying at Collingwood, that's there. Jordan McGoey, another interesting insight into Jordan McGoey becoming a father as well. What he does outside the club. Hoskin Elliott retiring as well, and Jeremy Howe trying to return from his injuries in 2025. And yeah, I think episode three is the one that leaves a lot to be desired. If we made the grand final, does it cover Scott Pendlebury and his calf injury? Who comes in for Scott Pendlebury? If we win the flag, I mean, if we win the flag, this is going into another cinema, another DVD. If there's a DVD of Collingwood from the inside, this 7 AFL documentary, I'm not buying the DVD because we didn't make the grand final. It's not a lot from what I learned, but I love the coverage of the players involved, the media coverage as well. There were certain games where we were playing on 7 and then they were only using Fox Footy coverage and vice versa. I thought that was a little weird. I thought this did a good job overall of covering the club, the players involved. Unless you were looking for in-depth analysis of each player and their personal lives, maybe you're not a fan of it. But I still think it packs a punch, this documentary. I do recommend it if you haven't watched it already. It's different to take the steps in Collingwood from the inside out on ABC iView. It's long. Be prepared for the ads, I reckon. But yeah, that's my brief thoughts and recommendations and everything involved regarding this Collingwood from the Inside documentary on 7AFL or 7 Plus. Give it a watch if you haven't already. We've got the bye week next week, so you got a bit of time to watch Collingwood related items there. In regards to my upload schedule this week, I'll have the preview up of Collingwood v Adelaide hopefully tomorrow or sometime Thursday. Team selections, final word video up Thursday night or Friday, and then the review of round one up on Sunday. And then once the week's done, we've got the bye. So yeah, that's the update there for Nate Talks Buyers. That's all for this video as well. Give the video a like or a dislike as well. I got some feedback on my last video, which is fair enough. I take it on board. Uh, like it, dislike it, share it, comment, do whatever you want to do. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Instagram. Whatever. Just do whatever you want for the week. It's Tuesday. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. Please be well. Please be safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Up the pies.